Welcome to Bourbon and Bond. I'm Rich.
I'm Emily.
And this is the Bardstown Bourbon Co. Discovery Showdown.
So we finally got hold of a Discovery 12 series. We have been holding off on the other 2 bottles that we have in the Discovery range, and we would like to compare these all together.
Yeah, that's right. So the Discovery, we've got Discovery 9, Discovery 11, and now the Discovery 12. So we did also try the Discovery 10, and we had it up against the 11 before, and also the 9. I think at the time we preferred the 9 and the 11 over the 10, but unfortunately we don't have a 10 anyway. The Disco 10 to put it up against all these. So, but anyway, yeah, we just got 9, 11, and 12 in this tasting, and that's how our glasses also laid out from left to right. We have Discovery 9, 11, and 12, and that's how we're going to be tasting through these today. Also, we are using our Bardstown glasses.
When we were in Kentucky, we did a tour of the Bardstown Bourbon Co. distillery. It was a brilliant tour. It might have been our favourite tour that we did of the distilleries that we toured. At the end of the tour, they said they had a present for us, and it was these little glasses. They're very nice, so we're going to be using those today. I think Bardstown Bourbon Co. are one of our favourite distilleries.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, the juice is brilliant, but I also really like that on the bottles they tell you like a breakdown of what's included, including the mash bill, the age, the blend, and origin. So I just find that really interesting. Another thing I find really interesting about these bottles is on the breakdown, you can kind of work out what is included, like where this juice has come from, looking at the mash bill. So it's not official. No one's told us that, but you can kind of work it out. Yeah,
definitely. And so they're very transparent. It tells you exactly what whiskey is blended in, and what percentage, and the age of it.
Yeah. So Discovery 9. There are 4 different whiskies in this. So the first one they've noted, 35% is from Georgia. It's an 8-year-old bourbon. And there is a mix of corn at 80%, wheat at 10%, rye 5%, malted barley 5%. There you go. It's really shiny, it's hard to see. And then the next whiskey is 31% Kentucky. It's a 12-year-old. Corn 75%, rye 13%, malted barley 12%. And then 19% is Tennessee, 17-year-old. That is pretty cool.
17-year-old whiskey from Tennessee.
Yeah, awesome. So that's corn 84%, rye 8%, malted barley 8%. And then the last 15% of this is from Ontario, and it's a 12-year-old. Corn 100%.
Interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, so this is a blended whiskey. However, the other 2 bottles are bourbon, so that's different to the first one. So I do wonder, in a comparison, whether we would note that straight away.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is Discovery Series 11?
It is, yeah. So there's 3 different whiskies in this. And the first one, the majority, 73%, is from Kentucky, and that is with a 13-year-old. So we've got corn 75%, rye 13%, malted barley 12%.
That's right.
I wonder where that could have come from. Right, and then 21% of this is from Kentucky, and it's a 10-year-old whiskey. Corn 78%, rye 13%, malted barley 9%. And then 6% of Bardstown Bourbon Co. from Kentucky. So that's nice because now they're using their bourbon
That's right.
in the Disco series.
And yeah, that's
Do you know? I'd like to know when they first include, like which bottle it was first included in.
of their stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe 10. I'll have to check.
Yeah.
But unless didn't they mention? I can't remember on the tour. They mentioned from 6 years old they wanted to start putting their stuff into the Discovery series, but I could be wrong. I can't remember.
So 6% is Bardstown Bourbon Co from Kentucky, and that is 6 years old. That is corn 68%, wheat 20%, malted barley 12%.
So yeah, all the bourbon, this bottle is from Kentucky, and I believe it is for the 12 as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so on the 12, all the whiskey in here is from Kentucky. And we start with 48%, a 14-year-old. It's corn 75%, rye 13%, malted barley 12%. Then 29% of this juice is a 10-year-old whiskey, corn 78%, rye 10%, malted barley 12%. Then we've got 15%, that's a 10-year whiskey, corn 78, rye 13, malted barley 9, and then we've got 8% of this is made up of Bardstown Bourbon Co. And that is using a 6-year-old whiskey as well, and that is the same as the Series 11. So that is using corn 60, rye 26, wheat 10, malted barley 4. So comparing that to the Discovery 11, they've both got a 6-year whiskey in here, but on the 12, it is using 26% rye, whereas the 11 series doesn't have rye in it. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool, okay.
Okay, so what's the proof on the Discovery Series 9?
Oh, yes. So that one is 112.5. And actually, this is a funny way of doing it because normally we would do the lowest proof to the highest proof. But we're going to be testing these bottles in order of the series, So the highest proof that we have here is Series 11, and that is 118.1 proof. Then we're going to go back down, and we are at 115.2 proof for Series 12.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, there's not a massive difference, but we'll have to see if that plays a role in the tasting here. So yeah, okay, well let's crack on with it. Let's start off with the Discovery Series 9.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nice and sweet.
Very.
Oh, yeah, got a little bit of cherry on there.
Yeah, that is quite prominent.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of oak on there.
Yeah, I always get like a bit of floral with this.
Yeah, there is. Because I think, well, the oldest whiskey in this is 17-year-old. But I think it's 19%.
Yeah, 19% of
17
this bottle is 17 years old.
So there's a bit of oak in there, older than those.
You know, they're all good ages in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers.
Cheers into the palate.
Oh, a caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, caramel, vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is the aftertaste. There is a little bit of oak.
Yeah, on that finish. Yeah, really good. Yeah, it's lovely. And I can really get that Tennessee whiskey coming through. Like you can, like, I don't know, like a JD-ness, like all banana-y.
Oh yeah.
On the finish. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice bit of spice on it as well.
That's great. Now you've said it with a banana.
So
it's foam bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, stop drinking that.
Yeah, that's lovely.
We
Nice
need to
and
move
sweet.
on.
Yeah. There's a bit of spice on that finish as well there. Okay, on to Disco 11.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's a sweet.
Yeah, maybe it's not as sweet on the
Well, on the
nose.
nose, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to smell it too much. Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit of cherry on this one as well, a bit of oak. And yeah, a bit of sort of rye spice on there. Yeah, onto the palate.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
You know, you can definitely taste the spice in this. It's definitely spicier.
Yeah, it does have a bit more of a punch to it.
Yeah.
But
it's not a massive
not
step
massive.
up. No.
This I get that sort of fizzy cola cubes on it.
Oh yeah.
There's a bit of fizziness in there.
Yeah, and apple. There's a hint of appleness in there.
Yeah.
That has a longer finish compared to the Series 9.
Yeah, longer finish. Nice bit of cherry. Yeah, nice bit of cola fizz on that as well.
Just trying to see like what percentage of the whole bottle is rye, but I'd have to get my calculator out and work out the percentage.
In all of the mash bills.
Yeah, like the percentage of mash bills compared to the percentage of the splits of the whiskies in there. I'm not doing that. Let's save that for another day. Right.
Okay, on to Disco 12.
So I'm really looking forward to trying the Discovery 12.
Yeah.
We've not had this bottle before.
No.
And even when we were at the distillery, this hadn't come out.
No. So the latest one was the Disco 11. So that had come out, but then the 12 was about to come out. So I think after we left, it came out like a month later or something.
Right, okay.
So we just missed the Disco 12, I think. Yeah.
Excellent. Oh. Wow. I'm getting more cherry on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, nice bit of cherry on that.
Wow.
Yeah. There's definitely more oats coming through in the nose there than the others. I don't know. But bit of cherry and spice on the nose.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
Right.
Cheers.
Oh wow. That's very smooth.
Yeah, it's really smooth, isn't it?
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, you know what? Like that's really well balanced as well.
Yeah.
That's like, really nice mouthfeel to that. It seems like, and on the finish there's a nice little tingle of spice, which is really good. But the oak, the caramels, and the vanillas and everything, it's nice and balanced and rounded.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like, it's very well done, that.
Yeah, that is great. That is reminding me of marshmallows. That is very sweet.
Yeah. That's right, it is sweet.
Ooh, that is so nice. Right, so we're going to go back through these and we're going to do a bit of A-Bing, and then at the end we're going to let you know which one we prefer.
Wow. I mean,
Okay, so what do you think?
okay, for the conclusion,
Yeah.
for me, I have come to the conclusion
Yeah.
for the winner, from myself and my palate and what I prefer,
Yeah.
Disco 12 wins it for me.
Oh,
This is
okay.
because I feel that it's they've done it so well. It's so well rounded, balanced as a bourbon and as a whiskey. It has everything. It has the oak. It has the right amount of oak. It has the right amount of caramels. It has the vanillas. It has the rice spice on the finish there, and the oak on the finish. It's a really nice bit of rice spice tingle on that finish. But there's no, it is so balanced that it's not spiky. Like there's not like tons of rice spice going on, or tons of oak, or tons of vanilla, or whatever. It's just so balanced.
Okay.
As an overall whiskey, and it does remind me of the Russell's Reserve 15 and Russell's Reserve 13s, and I wonder why. We all know. But yeah, so
Okay.
I think for me, Disco 12 wins it.
Okay. That's understandable.
Yeah.
All three, absolutely brilliant. It'd be great to have more to compare to, but
Yeah.
at the same time, when you've got so many bottles, how can you really taste them each? So I know you said a lot about Disco 12, and most of it I agree with.
Right.
It's very well rounded,
Yeah.
very nice, very smooth, but for me, I think it's a bit too smooth.
Okay.
And I do like a nice smooth bourbon when I just want to chill. But I think with Series 11, it has a bit more spice to it.
There is a bit more spice in it.
And I do like the spice. I like the excitement from it. It's
That's
just
good.
like, takes you by surprise.
You do like a bit of spice.
Yeah. And I think it stands out more for me is the Disco 11, and that is my favourite. That's my winner out of the three. But it's not to take away from how brilliant the Disco 12 is.
Yeah.
I think just for me, my taste, I love something spicy.
Yeah. And it's not, all of them, they're not like too far away from each other.
No.
Really not. I mean, even the 9 is really nice and sweet. And it's got a nice bit of spice on there too. I just think because of maybe the corn and maybe the sort of green apples that you get from it, it just reminds me of like a slightly younger bourbon.
No, I agree with you.
And it, but saying that, it is still obviously a lovely pour. But overall for me, the 12 wins it.
No, the 11 wins it.
That's great. Well, I'll be taking this one home.
Great, after we've drunk most of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got two winners, 11 and 12.
And that's the cool thing about bourbon and whiskey. Everyone has their own palate.
Yeah.
Everyone prefers different things in their whiskey. So don't ever think, oh, but that's not right, because I don't agree with that. So you need to appreciate everyone's own palate, and what they like in a whiskey. So, but that's the cool thing.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. Like you can like what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everyone's different.
That's right. I mean, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who prefer the 9, Series 9.
Yeah.
So, and on a different day, we might say.
But there's nothing right or wrong about this.
No, there really isn't. There's no wrong answer.
It'll be cool to see what the next one is in this series.
13. Let's
Yeah.
see what this Disco 13 has in the blend. That'll be really interesting. And surely that must be coming up soon.
Oh, they've got to release it on like Friday the 13th.
Oh, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Thanks for watching. And here's Disco 11.
And here's Disco 12. Cheers.